picked you up from a mile away.
I know I should have got loose.
Yo, real question. I've been following you for a minute. When you lost all the weight, you think it was more diet or gym routine that made more of a difference? Ooh. Oh man, y'all know I could talk about this one for hours, right? Yo, y'all, we got a 3-minute intermission. Chewy, go have some pop time. Ready up though. Let's see. Yo, Lucci. When it came down to just, and you know, this gonna be a quick answer too, cause you know me, I can go talk and talk for a good minute, but when it came down to it, pretty much, guys, I don't credit me losing my weight to the gym at all. I don't credit no workout. I don't credit any of that to my weight loss. Off the initial, it was just more of a lifestyle change, right? And I honestly feel like I found the fountain of youth, and I'm looking younger and younger by the day, and I feel like I'm gonna look like this for the next 20, 30 years. Well, hell, longer than that. Okay, I'm gonna be in my 70s and 80s looking fine as a motherfucker. Now, the thing is, the kicker, is that I credit 4 things through my process, because I was very conscious of how my body was feeling and everything that I changed in my lifestyle and how it affected me. And I took notes on this shit, y'all. I got really nerdy with this, and you know, because I was using my own body as, you know, as an example, because that's like the one thing we all feel things differently, but not gonna go off on that tangent, bringing it back. And so I credit 4 things. One was my hydration, changed the perception. I changed my perception of hunger to thirst. My body wasn't craving for food, sugar, and junk. You know what I'm saying? And I drink my gallon of water a day. Number 2 was my breathing. My breath pattern had a lot to do with my muscle health. Okay, and you know, my body wasn't getting optimal air, so I had to get my deep breaths in a day. 3, and this is all shit. It's only 4 pillars that I did, and I told this to everybody. 3 was stretching. And stretching was really big. So I've been stretching more than I have been lifting weights. Somebody asked me today in stream, and I said, dude, I haven't lifted anything heavier than a 50-pound dumbbell. Actually, probably anything heavier than a 40-pound dumbbell pretty much over this last year. Now, you know, my bench presses, I've done like 125, 135, or 45 on each side of the bar for my benches. And I've got it up to like 2 plates on deadlift. And I think I've done like up to 2 plates on squat, but I haven't went past that. And that's mainly because I haven't been trying to break my muscles down and build them. I've been trying to heal them. So I've been worried a lot more about my kinesthetics and understanding and making sure that I can move in every single direction that I need to at my joints. And I have a great relationship of what it feels like to flex my quads, my hamstrings, my glutes, my forearms. And throughout that process, I realized, and when I started it, my body was pretty much like, fuck me. That's why I started fasting. But that's the last pillar, right? My body was like, bro, fuck you. I was getting bigger. And I was going to the gym often. I was going to the gym multiple days a week, if y'all know me, right? But my body wasn't looking the way that I wanted it to. And I realized that I've had a lot of injuries, and I've been very intense over my body through the lifestyles of working in the culinary world, gaming, powerlifting, and you know, and traveling all around the world and just being on planes every fucking month and living that early esports lifestyle of us getting fucked up every weekend and doing our casting and having a great time and going home, recovering, and doing and coming back. At the end of 2018, my body said fuck me. So stretching was important because that increased my muscle health, because I had never stretched before. And my muscles was just like, yeah, dude, you need to take some tension out. I was over torqued in certain directions, and they were just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And when they were getting tighter, I was burning less fat. My metabolism was getting lower. And if my diet wasn't changing or my food lifestyle wasn't changing, then I was just gonna keep building up a base layer of fat. Now, the last pillar was fasting. My fasting was the most important thing that I did. Now, throughout my fast, I did a 16-8. On my 8 hours, guys, I ate whatever the fuck I wanted to in my 8 hours. I shit you not. My first meal of the day, and my 8-hour schedule was an unorthodox one. I wasn't eating throughout the daytime when I was working and doing other stuff. I ate at my weak hours in which I wanted to eat food the most, which was late at night. So when I got done streaming, at like 12 o'clock, I wanted to eat, watch anime, be a lazy motherfucker, and go to bed. Okay? So what I did was I ate from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. That was my 8-hour window, and at 6 o'clock I had the biggest breakfast ever, because that's my favorite meal. All right, and you know, breakfast is break fast. So anywho, I broke my fast at 6 p.m., had my bacon, eggs, and waffles, and I did my thing. And the next day, through the 16 hours in which I was not eating, I did not want to wake up my digestive system. I wanted to keep my digestive system shut down, and I will let you know why that is. And we got like 2 more minutes on this, and it's a wrap, and we're back into the game, folks. Now, the thing is that through those 16 hours, it was water, black coffee, unsweetened green tea. Those were the only 3 things that I drank because they did not start my digestive system. Why do I want to not start my digestive system on a fast? Because it uses up so much energy just digesting food throughout the process. So if you have a big meal, and it takes about 4 to 5 hours to digest food. So if you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner like they always tell you to, breakfast you stuff yourself, lunch you stuff yourself, 5 hours later is lunch at 12 and you stuff yourself, and then 5 hours later it's 5 o'clock, you have dinner, okay? Then 5 hours later it's 10 o'clock, you're done digesting. Now at this point, you might have a late night snack if you like me, okay? And next thing you know, your body's just digesting food all day. But what happens is that when you put your eating on a schedule, your body finds its own schedule to be able to do other things like detox, heal wounds, and any other bodily functions that it needs to do to keep your ass alive. Because if you listening to this right now, your body has kept you through some bullshit, okay, up until this point, and you should be thanking it and try to change some of your habits and take some of the bullshit away from it if you want to keep on living a long and healthy, prosperous life. Now, you can live a prosperous life and not be healthy, or you can live to a certain health, whatever you want. But if, you know, we all want to be better in some sense, and I think we all can be better. We don't got to sugarcoat that shit. And so that's what I did. And throughout those 16 hours, my body found its own schedule. I had my same poop time every day. And it was like I always said that today's meal was tomorrow's energy. And even if I kind of overate a little bit, I was conscious through the process of what my body felt like when I overate, the headaches that I would get, or if I underate and if I felt lethargic. So I was able to develop this language through just feeling and experience and just repetition, through putting my body under some shit. And I developed a great relationship. So now, if I don't feel good or if I don't feel well, I kind of know exactly what the fuck popping off. And I go and I address it right away, and I don't have to ask somebody why I'm sick. So, and that's the beauty of it all. Having such a great relationship with my body, where I don't gotta go ask a motherfucker to tell me what's wrong. Hey, dude, I don't feel well. I don't know why, but can you tell me? Hell, let's think about our lifestyle and what we've been through up until this point. The signs are obvious, but depending on what those signs are, we don't want to look at them and pay attention to it. So, and yeah, I'm super motivated on this shit, Dom, because I've already told people that, my purpose on this world is to heal people, and I choose entertainment and, food and fitness and in those areas. So, whether if it's through smiles or if it's through knowledge, all the best secrets that I got, I want to give them back to y'all. I ain't trying to hold on to this shit. I ain't got nothing to take to the grave. If somebody take my shit and call it their own, that's cool. Okay, your karma gonna get your ass, but y'all know where it came from first. But I ain't got nothing that ain't out there in the world. I'm just taking my experiences and putting them together and making common denominators and finding what works for me. You gotta be the king of your own castle. You're end of my TED Talk for the night.